back to another Friday episode of the Creekside Sports. I am your host, Travis. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Kyle and Marty. And we are the Creekside Dogs. Unfortunately, we do not have John due to his child being sick, so hopefully little man gets feeling better.
Little Johnny.
Little John.
Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, we are letting everybody know right away, next Friday we will be doing our first live show. So please tune in to the Creekside Sports on YouTube. Come leave your comments. If you have any questions, want our opinions on anything, I'll be reading out comments. You come in here saying something stupid, I won't read those. Sorry about you.
Sorry about you.
Jumping in right away into the NFL, I want to say we just got some news. Defensive tackle Justin Matabuke, 4-year, $98 million.
Congratulations.
Got the bag.
Got it.
He was franchise tagged, unfortunately.
Pretty nicely. They went took care of it. Now let's get to the games. Now let's go win now.
Yep.
I like that.
It's out the way. Last season, he did have 13 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
He was shining over there.
That defense was so good last year.
Yep. So that'd be nice for him.
It was a good one. Also, Russell Wilson, he's already making moves. I think he's done visited with the Giants.
Giants and the Steelers.
Yep.
I heard the Vikings might get a little bite of that too.
Everybody wants a taste of old Russ right now. He's the biggest free agent quarterback on the market,
well,
apparently.
He's going to be the cheapest.
You know how much you got to pay him right now? $1.2 million. That's what you. That's the league minimum for him. That's all you need. And Broncos got to eat the rest.
$34 million or something. They got to pay.
It's like 54 or something like that.
I think just this year it's like 34. But
yeah.
they guaranteed a lot of money.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
it's over
saying.
a few years.
Yeah.
I think this year alone he was going to make $34 million or something along them lines.
I think it was 39 this year, 37 next year, but they're missing out on the 37 next year.
So I saw Minnesota, man. He'd be kind of dangerous up there with the Jettas and the Addison and.
I think they're crazy not to sign Kirk Cousins back. I know that he wants guaranteed money, but I think they're crazy if they don't sign Kirk back.
Maybe back to Washington was also something like that.
Adam Schefter again was talking all about it, but Ron Rivera was on the other day saying that he wasn't hearing that they're likely to draft a quarterback. What Ron Rivera was saying, just from him knowing people in the building still, and after he was fired. But
you're not going to get a much better quarterback than that. Second? They're picking second. Washington.
Yes.
Yeah. You're going to get a good quarterback there. You got it drafted.
I know. I'm just mad of who it's going to be. Drake May and.
Nah, they can be Drake May. I don't think no more.
If Caleb goes first, I think they take Jaden.
Now,
if Jaden goes first, I think Caleb falls a bit.
Yeah, out of the top 100 because his dad's really.
I don't know about all that.
Did you see that again? He still thinks he's going to get part ownership of any team he goes to.
Good luck.
What?
He's not going to sign a rookie deal. He wants a contract up front.
What ownership's like, hey, you know what? I bought this team for $1 trillion. I'm going to give this guy, buddy Joe over here, half of it because his son is apparently
very
great.
Interesting to see how it plays out. His dad's an idiot, in my opinion. I don't
God dang, so dumb.
Yeah, just shut up.
Yeah, please.
Good news here. Hunter Henry stays on the Patriots, 3 years, $30 million deal.
Yes, sir.
He was the name in free agent tight ends.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mike Gesicki, I guess, is a decent name.
He's always there for any New England quarterback to throw a touchdown to. Seems like he catches one every week almost.
You got a good tight end. Sometimes you just want to lock him in.
Right. Well, and Dalton Schultz just got signed to a similar deal. It was like $36 million for 3 years.
They need him down there for
Hunter
sure.
Henry's just 3 for 30, so it's a very comparable.
Right.
Over there in Houston, they're a young team, though, ain't they?
Yes, very young.
Rookie contract.
Very young.
Contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's pretty much young.
Also, just had an alert come through. Derrick Henry is unlikely to turn to the Titans, so it looks like they're already shipped him out. He's gone.
That's no big surprise.
It's definitely been heading that way.
I get that, but it's a little better than hearing it coming out. You know what I mean?
I remember John texted me sometime earlier this week saying that if the Bengals let go of Joe Mixon, it would be a wise idea to pick up Derrick Henry. And I shot that down right away. I did not like that idea.
Strongly disagree.
Until Joe Mixon gets released, I still don't hear it, but I am repping the Joe Mixon jersey just in case. This may be the last time I ever wear it.
R.I.P.
Steelers also released Patrick Peterson. He was a star for many years.
Yep.
Been falling off for the past couple years. But,
injuries.
Yeah.
Steelers were busy this week.
Steelers were busy.
They had Russell Wilson visiting. Patrick Peterson's obviously gone.
Right.
There was a third transaction, I believe.
Speaking of busy,
Mitch Trubisky left.
Mitchell Trubisky's gone.
to
Now
the
with
Bills.
Buffalo, right?
Buffalo up there, back up.
Speaking of Buffalo, that's the busiest team that's been this week.
They're guarding nobody. Who you going to guard? Nobody.
They just let go of their entire defense just to rework Von Miller's contract and still have to pay him that.
Makes no sense either. Thank you, Stormy.
If there are at least rumors of the Bengals talking to Jordan Poyer
yes.
or Tre'Davious White,
Please.
I'm going to lose my mind.
Or Justin Simmons.
Justin
You
Simmons
gotta
from Denver,
somewhere.
safety in Denver.
You've got to go somewhere.
The safety
love
market is
Poyer.
flooded right now. There's a lot of
Huge.
safety free
Just like
safeties
running
out there.
backs.
Just
Yeah,
like running
they're
backs.
everywhere.
So we're going to drive the price down.
Yep.
So we need to be talking to these guys.
Yeah, we need a Poyer bad.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. Simmons is a great ball player, but I like Poyer a lot.
But Bills, they also released, Micah Hyde.
Yeah.
He was gone. So they went from one of the best safety duos to just
None.
nothing.
They have 7
losing
players.
corners.
Yeah.
And like I said, Von Miller's still there.
I just don't see him being the answer, man. He's old.
I thought the contract was
Injury.
stupid when they signed him. I'm like,
I
dude,
agree.
he was like 32, 33 when they signed the deal.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
And he come off a knee injury too, didn't he?
And now the Bills will not be in the playoffs for the next 2 or 3 years.
That's gonna hurt. I hate that for Josh Allen. I really do. I mean, I like it for
gotta
the
have
It
Bengals.
helps our
but
path.
I get it though,
It
but
helps our path.
everybody talks about Josh Allen. I'll respect Josh Allen for his game. He does a great job up there. Just hopefully they get the defense thing figured out for him.
I mean, we always beat them, so what's it matter if they're in our way
Correct.
again? But
Correct.
Another receiver that was also went into the market, Allen Robinson. Steelers also released
Yeah.
Allen Robinson.
he can go somewhere.
He can go somewhere.
He was a good receiver. 1-2 years there for like
Chicago?
the Bears? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since he left the Bears, he just ain't been the same.
Not a
Lions linebacker Jalen Reeves Maben elected NFL Players Association president. That's awesome.
Huge honor.
I don't know how much he does there. I know they got a voice.
Yep.
So
Hey, that's why it's there.
Chiefs also re-signed their linebacker Tranquil to a 3-year, $19 million deal.
Good son.
I feel like that's a cheap contract. They got lucky
Cheap
there.
linebacker for
I
a
say
good one.
I say he wants to stay there and keep winning titles.
Absolutely. Why
lot,
not?
lot easier.
Why not?
Another thing about the Chiefs and Dolphins game.
That's so hilarious.
Did you have some? You had some good info on that, didn't you?
They don't give the number of fans that actually went and got treatment for frostbite it's just frostbite, but they said 70% of the people who did go get treatment are going to have scheduled amputations, like have already scheduled. They're not
so
even
they're
anticipating. They've already scheduled amputations for being at a football game.
Yeah, and they're talking about the game when it was negative 27 wind chill,
-4.
-4
normally.
I was watching that game, and you could see you crack open a beer, and as soon as you crack it open, it was frozen solid. Like
The field was heated, and it was still ice.
right? Yeah, I mean, I respect some fans. Hey, you go fans.
Hey, Travis Kelce said, as soon as you stepped off that field, it literally turned into an ice sheet.
Right.
It was that cold.
That's crazy.
Can't
He
just
said he couldn't even get warm.
amputated. That's a lot.
Well, you got to hold them beers, man.
Hey, Bengals played in the playoff game. I might go.
And that's
It's
what
that
it is.
cold.
It's probably toes and fingers. I mean, that's what it is.
As us fans, that's what we do.
I don't know, man. That's cold.
That's pretty cool.
That's cold weather.
Saints also re-signed Tyrann Mathieu, 2-year deal, $13 million. Good signing there.
Honey Badger.
Honey Badger.
Yeah, Honey Badger, good to go.
Where'd you go to
Jonnu
school at,
Smith,
Travis?
A couple more tight ends.
Ohio State.
Honey Badger.
I don't know.
Let me
Guessing.
down. Let me down.
Where'd he go?
LSU.
LSU. Cool.
Cool.
Dolphins. They picked up Jonnu Smith, 2-year deal.
Okay.
Another one.
Yeah.
There was another tight end that was signed.
Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz, the Commanders, for a 1-year
Yep.
deal.
Yeah. He's been injury prone a lot here the last couple
He's
years.
thinking the same thing. He's like, hey, man, Drake May's about to be my quarterback. Let's go over here and check
can
it
we,
out.
Can we get over that?
I don't want him to do it. I just think that's what's going to happen. Sam Howell's there already.
Look, Bo Nix going before Drake May.
That's hilarious. Stop it.
If he was non-biased, do you really think Drake May is going number 2?
I don't want him to. That's what I'm not saying. I don't
just
want it
said
to
I don't
happen.
think he's
I just
going there.
think that's what's going to end up happening.
And you guys know how I feel about it. I think there'd be shuffling up there all kinds of plays. Hard telling where
Maybe
anybody
Jaden,
goes.
like he said, maybe Jaden Daniels ends up going 1. Drake May's 2.
He had a great combine too. Jaden Daniels did, and Drake May. I'm not taking that from him, but to have the Heisman and a good combine, that puts you up there a little bit.
Sure. They will in
Still
their pro day though. The pro day is still yet
They
to
still
come.
worked out and stuff though.
Yeah.
They weren't like what's his name and decided, you know what, I'm not doing this because it doesn't sound fun. Yeah, he's an idiot.
You got anything else for the football segment?
I want to get down there to that Tampa Bay down there. So we saw Mike Evans get his deal.
Yep.
So do they sign Baker again? Is that a duo we're going to see again for a couple years?
I do. I think he gets maybe a 2-3 year deal.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get paid a little bit.
Okay.
I personally, and I was a Baker hater for
He balled out, baby.
many years, but
Me too,
he's
me too.
he's changed my perspective since he got to Tampa.
He's in a lot better situation.
Where was he at before Tampa?
Cleveland.
No, he got picked up somewhere, played a game, threw a bunch of touchdowns, walked away.
I'm not sure off the top of my head for that one.
Pretty sure.
I wasn't listening. I'm looking for a stat.
Where did Baker go between Cleveland and Tampa?
The Rams.
Rams.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yep.
Somebody, he played
Mid-season came in, started like week
3
10.
days after they signed him.
Yeah, started and won, and then made the playoffs.
And that gave me a different view right away. But when he got to Tampa, just started changing more. I think even with Russell now, I think he's the best free agent quarterback, and Tampa's got to keep him.
I agree.
Or they're
like
making a
that.
mistake.
I was just looking to see who they tagged. It was Antoine Winfield Jr.
Yeah.
So it wasn't Evans. They signed Evans for $52 million. So they've got a little. I feel like they've got the money if they wanted to sign him to a 2-year. I think a 2-year deal would work.
2-3 year deal.
I think a 2-year deal would be more enticing to Baker with an opt out, but a little guaranteed money just for his peace of mind.
Right. Well, he's a quarterback, and you never know what happens with those guys.
Anymore, everybody's going to start following Kirk Cousins' footprint. He is a genius, in my opinion, on contract.
Yeah, he's just
contract negotiations is the word I'm trying to look
and that's
for.
a position that kind of needs that anyways because, I mean, look at Tua 2 years ago. He got his brains marched around like mashed potatoes. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But, he did great last year, and I'm supportive Tua will for the rest of his career. Liked him when he's in college, like him now. But I like how Kirk Cousins changed that aspect. Hey, these dudes are out here getting beat up by some big dudes, strong dudes. We need some money.
We're not
Give me my paycheck.
We're not guaranteed tomorrow.
Correct.
I want my money now.
Yes, sir.
Baker ain't gonna get that Joe Burrow money though.
No,
At this point, I'd rather have Baker and Joe Burrow because
a
he's on the
healthy
field.
Baker than an injured Joe Burrow.
Right. So if we got to give him that money, then we'll take Joe Burrow. Thanks. I'll take that.
Anything else for the NFL segment?
Ready for it to get here. Ready for the draft.
I know. I can't wait for the
draft. It's
draft.
gonna be a mess.
Is that
I think
April?
it's gonna be fun.
Was that April 14th or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
Top of my head.
Yep. Sometime in April for sure. So, but it's gonna be fun.
Late April. I think it's like April 26th, 23rd.
I'll probably skip the first pick, but after that, I'll watch the rest. So.
You're on Miss Jaden Daniels get taken.
Hey.
If I hear him start saying "Kit,"
Yeah.
turn the television
off.
So,
Turn
turn
the TV
it off.
All
That's
right.
for sure.
We got NCAA basketball segment going on here. What we got in the NCAA world?
We had a fantastic Tuesday after our show was over about 6:40 or so. We got done with our show on Tuesday, and Carolina played at 7. Great night, senior night there. So we had 7 seniors on the floor to get honored, to get their jerseys retired and all the good stuff that they do. Pass out flowers to their mothers and kiss babies and shake hands. Blah blah blah.
Love that.
Armando Bacot. So this is an end of an era. I mean, we're losing, arguably the best big guy we've had there, and breaking all the records. Obviously, he's playing his record 162nd ACC conference game. That's going to be a record that never gets broken. I feel like, especially with him being there for 5 years. He had 14 points and 5 rebounds. Nothing huge of a scoring night. However, he did take 2 3-point shots. He made both of them. The last one coming right before they took him out of the game. He made the 3-point shot. Hubert Davis called timeout, let the crowd cheer him on. Cheer him on, get him out of the game.
That's awesome.
The very next play, they did the same for R.J. Davis. Got him out of the game so the crowd could cheer him. This might be the last time we see R.J. Davis. I'd like to see him come back. Obviously, he can come back.
Yeah.
We would love to see that. But Armando Bacot making 3-pointers.
Well, Bacot's going to learn to start making 3-pointers if he's going to the NBA.
Exactly what I was going
to
say.
Got to, yeah. Yeah, he's a little guy
That's
there.
a prerequisite.
He plays a 4 in the NBA, so.
But exactly.
He's strong, don't get me wrong, but he's a 4.
So the defense has been stellar. Like, he's all ACC defensive team this year, which is another huge honor that he's just won.
If he can big body some of them big guys in there.
Exactly. And we also had Harrison Ingram and Cormac Ryan, who are transfers in this year. We're also seniors, so they got honored as well. Cormac Ryan was from Notre Dame, who they played. We won 84-51. Just spank that little butt.
Spank
Spanked
that
them.
butt.
They play again tomorrow at Duke.
Big weekend coming.
Last
college
regular
basketball.
season game of the
We
year.
got
Should be exciting.
UK's
This
got
is going
one
to
too.
decide. So they at least clinch a share of the ACC regular season title with the win on Tuesday.
Yep.
But they can take the outright with a victory at Duke. We've already beat them once this year. It's totally doable. But going to Cameron is always a little crazy. I like our odds. This is also might move us up in the number 1 seed for the NCAA tournament. Where right now we're sitting at a 2 seed.
Yep.
The number 6 seed overall. If you are into that kind of thing with Jay Lenardi, who's fantastic. I like our chances.
Be nice. Definitely get you up there to a number 1 seed in the tournament.
If we can beat them and have a good, strong showing, maybe even win the ACC tournament.
I think winning the ACC tournament gives you automatic first round.
I would like to believe that
number
too.
one.
It depends on this game too. I believe
that's just a Power 5 conference, so you're automatically going to get in for a number 1 seed. You have to win the ACC though.
I agree.
It has to be done.
I agree with that.
Till then, you're a 2 seed, which is fine.
Speaking of number 1 seeds, Houston was on the 6th.
Yeah.
Houston played UCF 67-59. That's the number 1 seed right there.
Yeah.
They're probably clinching that up.
It all comes down to tournament time now. It's conference tournaments. You don't know what's going to happen in this mess because this is now you're seeing a team for the 3rd time now.
It is Big 12. Big 12's a tough.
So that's gonna be a tough one. So they'll have Wisconsin over there. You got just a couple other schools I can't remember off the top of my head, but you're going to run into a lot of competition.
This is Texas, BYU, Texas Tech.
Yep.
We got Iowa State, who's a ranked team, number 6, I believe. BYU, Travis's BYU Cougars there.
Yeah, well, speaking of that, Iowa State beat BYU Cougars the other night, yes.
They did. That's how I knew Iowa State was number 6 there.
Yeah, so.
We were going to get to that.
It's not a bad loss, though. I mean, they're 6, so that's a good loss to have going in because I think they're on the bubble.
Well, they played them good too.
Played them well.
Yeah, I think BYU's on the bubble right now. Might be the last 4 in, last 4 out.
BYU's a ranked team.
Yeah, BYU's 20th,
25th,
20th. They're 20th.
Top 20 team. I think the top 40 APs get in.
I'm not sure. It's usually that I really don't trust the committee, so you never know what happens with them. It also goes off the eye test, bad losses, stuff like that.
The eye test is not so much in college basketball as it is college football.
Correct. Yes.
Football is all about that eye test.
All about the eye test.
Not so much in basketball.
Yeah.
This is all about strength of schedule.
Right.
Quality wins, quad 1 wins, quad 2 wins, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Another good game we had was Tennessee, South Carolina. Mm-hmm. 2 very good teams.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Tennessee just seems like that Dalton Connect guy can score anywhere. He dropped 26 points.
Talk about an NBA talent.
Won 66-59.
We need him to score 0 points Saturday, so be great.
It was a great game to watch. If you didn't watch that game, that was a quality game to watch.
Game.
It wasn't the highest scoring game you're going to get, but great defense. Dalton Connect is obviously a madman.
Yep.
That was right before the 9 o'clock game.
Yeah, you also had UConn and B Marquette, so that helps UConn's get back up with that number 1 area, staying around that, hanging out up there in the 2 spot. So
that's a top 10 matchup there, too.
Right, yeah. Connecticut won 74-67. That was another good game.
It's a good game.
So stayed close.
The Cats played Vandy, which would have been a lot better if it wasn't at 9 o'clock, but hey, I was there for it. Would have been a lot better. It was also senior night for the Cats. We had 3 seniors, I believe, that went out.
Antonio Reeves, Trey Mitchell,
and
Kareem
Wilkins.
There for a year, Kentucky was not bringing players back. Did they have seniors to even have senior night?
Oh, I think we missed like 2 years without senior night.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That just popped in my head like, has that happened?
Watkins, yes. But like when we did that, I mean, we were starting 5 freshmen on senior night because we didn't have nobody.
Right.
It's like, damn, dude. Like now that with this transfer portal, that's where our seniors come from.
Now starting one single senior.
Yeah.
Senior night.
Well, we started all our seniors in this one, but had to pull them all early. Game was super close. I mean, Vandy just was there giving it to us. Just giving it to us.
First half was tight.
Something's going on in our home court home court, and we cannot figure it out right now.
We ain't got the advantage at home.
It's a good thing we won't play no tournament games at home right now. That's going to help out.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Robert Dillingham was the leading scorer for that. He had 23. Tony Reeves still sticking with his 20-point game. I think he's got a streak going on. 15 games or somewhere around there. You got a pretty good streak going on right now
Boy's
for 20
talented.
games.
Boy's very talented.
Yeah, so hopefully he keeps that up. And like I said, tomorrow going to come down to Antonio Reeves and Connect, and who's going to play better defense on them two, because that's going to be one of them going to be the SEC Player of the Year right there.
Tennessee's defense is a top 5 defense in the
Correct.
country. And now we talked about this weeks ago when Carolina played them and dropped 100 on them.
Yeah, Kentucky dropped 100.
How quality of a win that was. That's a quad 1 win we mentioned.
Yep.
But they're a quality defense. That's what we say. What South Carolina get 57 or something, or 59 or whatever points they got. It's a quality defensive effort there.
Right.
They ain't got that Virginia defense though.
Yeah.
They slow it down, buddy. They slow
Virginia
it down.
is all defense, zero offense.
They're figuring it out. They're figuring out that some people's got to eventually score on them.
Right.
Defense ain't gonna hold them in basketball that much.
Yeah, it's hard. Well, Syracuse did it for a long time. They beat the crap out of you too doing that defense stuff.
Syracuse is 2-3 defense.
Yep.
What about Houston and Kansas coming up tomorrow?
Be a good one.
That should be a pretty exciting one, right?
Mm-hmm. The way Houston's playing, though, they might run Kansas right out of the gym.
We need Kansas to beat.
Do we know where that game is at?
Let me see if I can find it here.
We got an ad on there. At
Houston.
It is at Houston.
At Houston.
They're going to run them straight out of the gym.
Odds are
That
Houston.
is the Farita Center in
8.5.
Houston, Texas.
Oh, I'll take the over on that.
Over under 136.
That's not that lot of. That's not very many points for that game. That's be
On 36.5.
I'll take over on that too.
Yeah, 136.5. Minus 8.5.
Right.
BYU plays Oklahoma State.
BYU get your win there.
Let's go BYU.
Get them Mormons a victory up there.
The Mormons up there.
Anything else for the college basketball?
That's about all I got for that.
All right.
I would like to touch quickly again on North Carolina with Armando Bacot. So there's certain criteria to get your jersey retired and hanging up in the rafters, and it's the same way for every school. You got to meet a certain criteria. You get a NCAA tournament MVP award. You win gold medal at the Olympics. All ACC honors from the committee. It's very strict criteria, so you got to be pretty impressive to get your jersey retired. They're actually considering, unless Armando Bacot were to get one of those things happen this year, maybe they go all the way and he gets a tournament MVP or something crazy like that. They're talking about changing that criteria for players like the Armando Bacot who have broken 12 regular
all
season
the records
for Carolina. ACC records are freaking being shattered all over the place, and this guy deserves some recognition, obviously. So they're considering changing criteria for this, which I think is going to open the door for lesser promising, if you will, accolades to get in. It just opens the door.
Eventually, you're going to have to retire every number.
That he should be able to go because of what he's done over his 5 years. But I think this is going to open the door for some lesser accolades to get
up there now.
Eventually, down the line. We might
Hopefully
not
not.
see it,
So. But I think if he goes, because was he not their championship team? Was he not MVP that year for the championship game?
No, he was not.
Who got that one?
I believe it was Tyler Hansbrough last time they won one. That's why his is up there.
Yeah. I thought Bacot did get a championship. Did he not?
I'm not saying he was on a championship team. He just wasn't the MVP of the tournament.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Because I thought maybe he did.
You don't get on just for being on a championship team.
Not what I was saying. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
I can't remember what was it 2019 last time they won?
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
So that would have been his freshman year, if anything.
Yeah,
you got a good shot of getting it this year.
I agree.
Play ball.
If they play ball.
Play ball.
Should be nice. Anything else? Moving on to baseball?
I can move on.
All right.
Baseball's the only thing I see right now is the Cincinnati Reds everywhere. So,
I'm so excited for baseball.
Be fun. Mr. Joseph Daniel Votto.
Joey Votto.
Headed back to Canada, and he's going to go up there and play in the minor team for the Toronto Blue Jays.
A little minor league deal there.
Minor league.
So
earned $2 million.
Give him a little paycheck.
Another 2 in incentives.
Probably takes a little easier, too.
No, they're just going to wait for someone to get injured. Like, hey, we got Joe Votto. We'll bring him up.
There it is. Just like that.
Just like
he said he was going to do whatever it takes to get back on a team.
Right. So, and I'm super proud of Joey Votto. I like him. I respect his game.
But see you later.
But you got to go.
But see you later.
We paid you. You got to go. You and Mr. the Kid See you later. You got to go.
Get
We're
you
done.
and your contracts.
We are
Get out
done
of here.
paying you guys. Get the hell out of
That's
town.
right. That's right.
Back to being a winning team again.
Love me
Yeah.
some Griffey, though. Love me some Griffey.
Right.
Can't be mad at the kid.
So MARTY, the young guy we just called up last year, he is now suspended 80
Top
games
prospect.
for PEDs.
It's just
So,
embarrassing at this point.
That's way too early in your career to be having this up there, man. I don't like it. I like it.
I can't even pronounce the name of what it is, but it's so embarrassing. Like, you know the things you can't do. You know they're going to catch you. What
Right.
in the hell are you doing?
Right.
80 games.
Well, that's half a season.
Yeah.
That's exactly half the season. You know what I mean? So it's going to be now that Jonathan Innie is looking like a really good keep.
That's my boy.
You know what I
Andy.
mean?
That's my boy. But we talked about
But
this
the
earlier.
thing is now your lineup's is jacked again. Now Ellie goes to third.
His arm would. I'd love him.
I mean, I love him there
I'd
too,
love it
but
there.
they had him because now Indy's got to play second base now because that's the
Yeah.
only position he could play.
It's okay.
So that sends
Matt
McClain
McClain's just-
shortstop.
That's great.
Guess we'll see.
I like it.
Unless they bring Steer in. Steer will be the other one coming
But all
But-
I've heard is he's going to be in the outfield. That's all I've heard. Now,
Right.
maybe that changes.
in. Right.
But that's what I've heard.
But yeah, I mean, it just takes away another weapon for us over there. I mean, maybe we get Strand playing
He'll be
third.
back. 80 games is what it's half the season, right? So
It's a lot of games, buddy.
it's a lot of games. But I bet he'll come on when he comes in. I bet he comes in and assists and helping us win a couple games,
I hope so.
and everybody will forget all about it. And we'll never talk about it again.
You ain't forgetting about it because if it's up to me, we'd all be doing PEDs in the MLB because I like when he was hitting home runs
Let's
forever
do it.
away.
Let them take the
Well,
steroids.
Sosa,
Did you
Mark
not
McGwire.
the Mark McGuires, the Sosas,
Barry
the Bonds, Vlads? You know, what I mean, them guys could hit a baseball. Taking steroids does not make you see the ball better. Sorry, that's not how it works, guys. You can hit it farther. Give you that,
Move the wall back.
and it's
Let
fun.
them allow steroids.
I'd rather see home runs than 100 Ks. I just who I am. What I like
agree.
to see. I like seeing crowds get into it because their star player just hit a ball 5,000 feet. Love that.
Across the river in
Cross
Cincinnati.
the river in Cincinnati, hit Newport. Love that. You know what I mean? But why can they just make it illegal for everybody to do? I mean, don't give them like free reins. Like, hey, you can take this certain PED to do this. You know what I mean? That's how I think it should be. I think they should be allowed to do it in baseball.
I disagree with India part though. I think this helps Jaime Candelario more than it does India
Yeah. Because of the position.
because of the position.
Because of the position.
Did you all see the Oakland A's unveil their Las Vegas ballpark rendering?
I did. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
love to see that. Here's a picture of it right here.
It's quite
yeah, that's that
extravagant.
big- Yeah, I did see that.
It's
yeah.
quite extravagant.
That's wild. That's gonna be a lot of metal going up.
The plans called for the proposed 33,000 seat stadium to occupy 9 acres of the 35-acre Tropicana Hotel site on the Las Vegas Strip. The team is expecting to open the stadium in 2028.
But the mayor of Las Vegas is like totally against them coming there. She even issued like a statement a couple months ago that said, "You guys might want to just stay put where you're at. You know, there's not room for you. And blah blah blah. It's going to create too much traffic. Blah blah blah."
Las Vegas. It
It's
doesn't
Vegas.
go away.
You can move literally 100 yards out.
Well, they just
away
had
from
the
the
Super
road
Bowl
and,
there.
like-
Did you not see what it was? I mean, it's not gonna be no more crowded than that.
They're ignorant.
Yeah.
Got a
Too-
hockey team already too.
Yeah. Vegas doing big things.
Yeah, they don't want the revenue. Nah, we don't want that tax
Too,
revenue.
too much money over there. Too much control.
Let's see here. Anything else for baseball?
Multi-billion
That's all I
dollar.
got. Ready for opening day to get here, so I can really
I'm
watch some
so
baseball.
excited for baseball.
So-
We are especially with us because we're going to be going to quite a few games together.
Right.
Opening day.
So it'll be
I'm
fun.
happy my boy Andy's still here, and I don't have
Yeah.
to buy a new jersey.
Right.
Moving
let's
on.
See here. Moving on. As we got here, NASCAR.
NASCAR.
The Shriners Children's 500 coming up on Sunday, 3:30 p.m. in Arizona. Last year's previous winner was William Byron. Seemed like that's a recurring name. I don't remember how much.
Last
he
couple
won
races,
last
it feels
year.
like it has been.
He must have won back to back last year.
Did he not win the cup last year?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
won the cup. So he
he
won a
was
lot of
winning-
races.
He was winning a lot.
He
Yeah.
won a lot of races.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
And
little fact for you, everybody.
I would like to see anyone other than a Chevrolet win this week's race.
Chevys are hot right now,
since
bud.
they have just dominated NASCAR's every series since the start of the season.
They got the motors tuned in of it right now.
Congratulations to Kyle Larson as well.
Again,
because
for driving really fast and really good.
There.
Yeah, he definitely dominated last week.
He's a strong name.
I'm sure he'll probably lead a few other laps this week.
That's what he do.
312 miles. Should be an exciting race.
That one won't be as exciting as the last couple we watched because it's going to be a single file line race, so it's not a speedway or nothing like that. So be a little slower.
You won't see them going 4 or 5
old
wide.
Mile track. The old 1 mile track.
Yep. So
312 miles, 312 laps.
Right. Get them around there, boys.
Let me see here. Anything else?
We got a little bit of golf going on this weekend.
Move on to golf.
NASCAR.
Yep.
Moving on to golf.
2 golf outings right now for the PGA. Well, you got there, Kyle, the Arnold Palmer.
We do. So it's another signature event this week in Bay Hill with the Arnold Palmer Invitational. So only 80 players got into this. So there's still quite a few players out there to play. So they had a secondary event. It's in Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rico Open, if you will.
Yep.
So you had to pick 2 guys this week, and I completely neglected this on Tuesday when I picked Rory McIlroy to win Arnold Palmer. That I completely neglected to mention, though, but I did pick Robert McIntyre from Northern Ireland, I believe is where he's from. Good, strong player. Played in the Ryder Cup for Team Europe last year. We did pick him. Now, leading the first round of the Arnold Palmer was our pick from last week, Shane Lowry. Solo lead going into round 2 today. He just shot an even par round on the second round today, which was very tough scoring conditions, although Scotty Scheffler seems to think otherwise.
Well, I think he
just
goes
goes
nuts all
nuts.
the time.
And now everybody better look the fuck out because here comes Scotty Scheffler
Here comes Scotty.
on top of the leaderboard
with his
it's
beard.
It's going to be a mission. Oh, bearded Scotty.
Well, bearded Scotty. He looks good.
You look good.
Looks good.
Hideki Matsuyama, another big name up on top. Wyndham Clark, Brian Harmon, old lefty, shooting well today.
Shooting well, yeah.
Apparently, everybody that played well today shot 5 under. You either shot 5 under or you shot 2
even.
over.
Shot even or
2 over.
Yeah.
There was no in between.
Yep.
Yeah, I did notice that. Back 9 seemed like it was getting some bogeys on that back 9.
It was a hard.
And it's a tough course. And it's only going to be tougher. There's no rainfall. I think they were predicting a little tomorrow.
Yeah.
But if that doesn't happen, this is going to be Sunday's round is going to be intense. There's not going to be somebody might go low because they're pros and they can.
Right.
But it's going to be the leader might shoot 1 over or even par.
That'd be entertaining.
This is a tough course.
Right.
Very tough course.
Hey, I can do that.
Yeah.
No, you know.
No. I can do 101 over.
Yeah, 101.
101.
Get them out the way.
Yeah.
So some other big news that just actually happened within the last hour. Tiger Woods is not in the Players' Championship next week, which is a huge hit to the tournament. This was a tournament, obviously, he was singling out for him to play one tournament a month. This was the one for March, but he did withdraw in his last tournament, the Genesis,
Sad day.
citing illness but not injury. So it makes you wonder if he really was hurt. Like, what's really going on here?
Yeah, was he
Now
really sick or
he hasn't put a statement out, but it says that he's just not listed in the tournament field.
Gotcha.
Which again I think is a huge hit to the tournament.
Right.
He's such a crowd drawer. I mean, you watch that's all you see when Tiger plays is all you watch.
Right.
We'll see how it goes.
Maybe we can see some other players.
Definitely see it. Sees sells the tickets. That's for sure.
It would have been nice to see him. Well, hopefully he plays next month.
We'll get him out there eventually.
It starts major season, so it's the Masters next month.
Right.
And he's never missed the cut at a Masters when he's played. So if he's playing, he's got that in mind. So he's not going to go in there unless he's sure he can play 4 rounds.
Gotcha.
Well, I guess get into the 3rd round, he can withdraw. That's not a missed cut.
Right.
But he's never missed. That's a very interesting set I saw this morning. He's never missed a cut at the Masters.
That is awesome.
That is impressive.
And he ain't going to start this year.
He would rather not play than mess that record up.
Right.
No one can say that. I don't know if that it was
be a hard one to beat, I imagine.
I don't think anyone else can say that. They've never missed a cut there. Maybe obviously Jack and Arnie and there's names.
Also, getting to the end here, I don't know if we mentioned earlier, the NFL disperses 34 compensatory picks
Great usage.
among 14 teams.
Yeah.
I thought we missed that earlier.
We did.
We did.
Definitely did.
All right. Anything else we got? Any sports?
The Bengals got 2.
Bengals
We
got
two
two six-rounders.
Two 6-rounders.
We'll see what we do with them. Probably grab a running back.
We need a long snapper. No, that's about all we got on sports.
Tomorrow's gonna be a great day for sports. So
yeah, huge weekend this weekend. Got to finish up this golf tournaments. You got the end of the regular season for college basketball. I think there's a big UFC fight out there. So yeah, we got a big weekend ahead
so
of us.
definitely, Tuesday's episode will be another great one. So please check us out.
Yep, we'll be here Tuesday. Also, don't forget next Friday we will be going live for the first time. So please tune in. Hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.